Hi everyone in my channel. In this video I will show you how to do a glowing button with CSS and HTML, but before starting, like and subscribe into the channel. First of all, we make our file HTML and CSS using VS Code. We name it index for the HTML file and style for the CSS one. We write the title of our project, which is CSS button glow. Then we connect between the CSS and HTML files. After that, we made a button named Hover Me and add a class for it, name it button. To see the result while coding, we open our website in a browser like Google and Opera. Then we open our CSS file and start coding. We set the options of the page by putting the type of it display, which is flex, and set the content in the center of the page, using justify content and align items to the center. We put the background color in the dark mode. You can copy the link of the color from the description. After we set the overflow hidden. Like you see the changes. We move to the animation of the button. We put the value of the margin to 100 pixels. And for the padding we put 15 and 40 pixels. After that, we set the border and the outline none, and set the color to the quiet white like you see. Then we set the cursor to pointer, and the position of the button to relative. We put Z index to 0, and the border radius between 10 and 13 pixels. And this is the result. Then, we do the animation of the shadow using the after statement. We make a sequar which has the same size of our button, 100% in its height and width, and put it behind the button with Z index -1, also we set it position absolute. After that, we set the background color of the content to the quiet black. Then we set the value of the top and the left to 0. Finally, we set the border radius between 8 and 12 pixels. Like you see the result, the button is absolutely good. But now, we will write the code of the glow animation. That's why we will use the before statement and the hover one after. We always let the content empty and you set type in the colors of the background. You can copy the link of the color from the description, or you can choose the colors that you want. For me, I use the red, the green, the orange, the pink, the blue and the yellow color also. You must put the number of the degrees, which is 45 in the first, and use the linear gradient like a type. When we finish setting the colors, we close the parentheses dot and we move to the position that we put absolute. After that, we set both of the top and the left to -2px. Then we put the background size to 600%. We put it at the back with setting the Z index to -1. After that, we calculate both of the new height and width by adding 4 pixels to the old height and width. And that by using the calculate statement. And adding 4 pixels to 100%. We put the filter to blur, which equal 8 pixels. Then we fill the options of the animation. We name it glowing, we set the time to 20 seconds, and finally we put the type, which is linear infinite. We put a transition and we fill it options. We put it to opacity and set the time effect to 3 seconds. And we put the type, which is ease and out. If you want to make for you a video about type of transition, write for me in the comment. Now we set the border radius to 10 pixels. And finally we set the opacity to 0. When we finish the before animation, we make a function. That's why we use the @keyframe statement. We name it glowing. After, between the parentheses, we set our options and effect values. First of all, we put 0% and we open parentheses, we set the background position to 0% and 0. We duplicate this line 3 times. And we changes the values to 50% and we set the background position to 400% and for the last one we put 100%. Now we create the hover button animation and that by using the hover statement. We set the opacity of the before content to 1. And now we set the background of the after content to transparent. With the final part we set the color to black. And we set the font weight to bold like a type. At this moment we refresh our website. And this is the result. This is it. A beautiful button with a smooth hover and a wonderful color. Thank you for watching this video. You can send for me your problems and please like and subscribe to see more video. See you soon.